Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Techopolis 3. As you can see, I did a little bit. Like I said, I was just going to make one, and then found out that's not enough to keep up with 4 cobblestone melters, so I made another. And that actually does do a pretty good job with a little bit extra for this. I did go to each solidifier and made ambient water collectors and simple tanks to kind of speed that up a bit for all of them. Also, kind of bordered off this whole area with treated wood planks just to, kind of, I don't know, make it look a little interesting. But I do have everything kind of still going. This is I finally made the logistical sorter. Have that set to round robin, so I put one in each of here every time I get some from this. I might make another rock washer and put that somewhere. I don't know. Um, might actually just completely move it from here and put it like right there. That way I have more room. No, I'll think about that later. But as you can see, everything is kind of just going as is. Definitely could still do with some more lava in some places, like right here, the stone gears. They're not getting as much as, I thought they should, but down here, all the way at the end, it's got 4 buckets sitting in there. So, and right here, 4 buckets. So I'm thinking eventually I'll back stuff on everything. I mean, these two are almost full because of, well, how slow it is. I do have the compactor set up. Uh, this cloche that I do need to make a couple more fixed speed upgrades. Let's clear all that real quick. And put that in here. Did I just hear a skeleton? I thought I did. But I do have the cloche here that I need to make a couple more fixed speed upgrades. Probably want to make the 3s. Fixed speed upgrade 3. Which requires 4 copper gears. But that'll be much, much later once I have better resource production than what I currently have. But I have the hemp fiber feeding out of here and into this compactor. Once I get 8, it feeds into this one. Once I get 4, it makes some ersatz leather. So there's that. I do have wood backlog starting, so this is all good. And this is already refilled after getting 3 stacks out of here. That's full. This is probably going to end up backlogging because, and that will probably slow down my charcoal production quite a bit. So I'm gonna need to probably get another tank or something. I don't know. Maybe another. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But yeah, that's all going good. So I think this episode, what we're going to do is work on actually putting together the Technium. And in order to do that, I am going to want to batch everything here into the Technium machine because it is quite a bit, and I can already see it failing if all I do is just pull out and straight into the machine, because I guarantee it does not lock. And I'm also going to need a lot of things just to build the structure. I know there's a way to actually view that. Is it all? No. Okay. Does that not work? Anyway, let me add this and maybe it'll show me there. Yeah, here we go. So I need to make this structure. And somewhere in this goes a basic Technium machine. I have no idea where, but it shouldn't be too... That won't actually be hard to make at all. What will be difficult And I'm hoping that this right here will allow a little bit better. I'm going to put the whole thing right here. A little bit better of a way to actually put the items in a relatively intelligent way. So what I'm going to do, what seems about the middle? I think right here seems middle-ish. So let's do right there. And then we'll just feed everything like so. That is not on the right one. Put that back in there. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, looks like I'll just do this. Oh, I hate double clicking. There we go. Yeah, I know I hear a skeleton somewhere. And I know I do. I hear the little ch-ch. But I don't know where it's at. And I have no idea if this works like this. I've never used the item basher, so we're going to be figuring this out on the fly here. I hope it does. I really don't know. I'm taking a major guess here. But hopefully it does. So let's see what I need. I need 4 stone gears, 4 blast brick, 4 copper, or sorry, 8 blast brick, 4 copper rods. I know I need 1 ingot. So let's do this. That works like so. Let's put everything back in here. Blast bricks, stone gears. Then 16 mini, 6 flint, 8 glass. I'll say 6 flint. Yeah, 6 flint. No, it's 2 leather. 16 of that. And 16 treated wood. I have a feeling this is exactly what I'm supposed to use because that fits perfectly. So, let's see if that will work. What I'm going to... Let me make this Technium machine real quick. Put that in there. Put all these back. Save myself some inventory. Everything? Yeah, looks like everything. Good, that's done. I need 2 stone gears here. Go ahead and take a little nap. Alright, Technium machine base, or basic Technium machine, done. I am actually going to get that. That way, once I get all the materials, it won't be any issue. So there's that. Let's see here, engine. There it is. I'll get some wood over here so I can make that crafting table. Actually, I know I'm going to need a lot, like 50 something. Hopefully that's enough there. Probably not. Gonna stick some here, here. Heh. I don't even know how that placed there. Okay, no sticks there, but I will take those away from that. Oh, those have to be treated sticks. Let's store that in there. So that's one thing. Looks like I need 9 stone bricks. And a lot of scaffolding. I think I need 52, 53, something like that. Let's see, 9. I'll go ahead and just do this. Start that there. Let's see, I'm probably going to want to do that. Here. Don't have any more scaffolding anywhere, do I? Nope. Just a little bit more. I think that's enough. It shows me here, doesn't it? Get 53 and then 16 black bricks. So I can get that from elsewhere. Gonna make some space here. Getting rid of that dirt. The bricks there. Let's say 16. Alright, let's see. Ah, okay. That work? Whoops, if I press the right button. Yeah, looks like that's good. Oh, I thought that was the place template. Okay, place template. Okay, well I guess that works. Nice and simple. Now let's see if this works. Because this... Tell me I don't have to move this all the way over there. I don't think you keep your filter. You know what, I'm going to put a chest and see what that does. Because this should output, I know immersive engineering, blue input, orange output. Let's put that there. I guess go ahead and turn all these to output. Is that just going to pull everything? Yeah, that just pulls everything. Okay. Well, that might have to be what I do. Everything on this line should be output. It looks like one of these did actually start to pull. Okay. So short of, there's the leather, here's these. How is this going to work? Will it stop pulling when it's full? Okay. Well, it looks like that pushed all those there. How's that looking? It's looking like I might need to do something else. Okay. This might work as intended. It might not. Otherwise I might have to actually bring all this to like right here. Or move this over to there. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to move this over to there. I will be right back. Okay, now is the moment of truth. Let's see all this stuff get pulled out. All that's going. It should be coming in here. I do have it set when all filters are satisfied. It's not filling up. Let me make sure I did that right. Yep. Just waiting on the black brick. That should be coming in here soon. Yep, there it is. And there's the treated wood. And of course it's fucking raining. Let's see this all just push in there. And I think we just got our first Technium. And here comes the second. There we go. We have now got Technium. And it is also automated. Kind of, to a point. I mean, it is automated. I could just leave this here and wait for a couple hours and probably get a few stacks. I'm gonna sleep and get rid of this rain. But, yeah. We actually managed to do this in a, well, I'm not going to say fairly efficient manner. This could definitely be done in a much, much more efficient manner. But I should, and look at that, we've already got 4 of them. Should soon, once I get more leather here, so I'll probably, yeah, I'm definitely going to be making some fixed speed upgrades. We'll definitely be getting some more Technium coming in. Yeah, definitely between episodes I'm going to increase my copper gain. Probably just make a little run somewhere around here that is purely for copper. Maybe even another one of these, or just offshoot it. I don't know. Nah, I'll do another one of those. That way it's just dedicated for copper. But yeah, this all right here is very sprawled out. Could definitely be more efficient than what I have, but I've got, you know, some decent backlog of things here. The only thing that I'm really lacking is copper and the leather here. and eventually it will be wood or charcoal once this back stuffs, but hopefully, yeah, I'll just make another tank as well between episodes. That way I can store more of that. Let's see, I'm almost certain I've not gotten another leather. Actually, I did. Okay. So this is going much smoother than I expected once I finally figured out how this thing actually works. So yeah, I kind of like that item batcher. It's better than I was expecting. But now that we have all that done and Technium has been acquired, this wants me to just make a couple nuggets real quick. And I never did collect either of those. You want me to make a Technium machine frame. For what? That gets me into quite a few things. So I'm going to need that researcher. I know I will. Probably that research crafter as well. No idea what that's for. That is after I get... So I'm going to have to get into actual additions. Somehow get silver. Okay, so it looks like... And lead. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. And nickel. For an XNet control. I do like XNet. I really do. It is a great way to go ahead and change all of this to probably eventually get rid of the item batcher. Yeah, that'd be nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. What do I need? I need a copper gear. Surprise! So yeah, I'll just go ahead and snag that. That was lucky that I hadn't already made enough. And if anything, I could take the copper rods that I have more of over there, get 4 of those, and that would give me the gear here. There's that. I can hope that this thing does not need power. I probably need 2 of them though, so let me go ahead and actually get 4 rods. Come over here. Plug those in there. That is where, yeah. While that's processing, let's go ahead and make the first thing, which is just the researcher. And I'm fairly certain I'll probably just be able to do that. Oh, you need power. Why? Please tell me I can do things without power in this. Oh, thank you. Okay, so you don't need power, you just probably run faster with power. That's what it looks like. Okay. So, well, here's where I can actually start to get the foci. Get aluminum, tin, iron, other stones, and copper. So, yeah. I'll work on getting that between episodes. Get the first thing you want me to make is the rock enricher blueprint. I don't like that. Autocrafter. Ooh. Summoning block. I don't need that. Compressed furnace. Hey. I do like the compressed furnace. Tom's blueprints. I don't think I've ever used that. Drawers, I'll definitely need that, and the controller. You need a blueprint to get obsidian. Flight block? Simple local flight. The hell? Place in world to run... Okay, so that would probably help out with running some cables, especially if I need to do more of that. Not a bad thing to get. I don't think there's anything else other than research. Never mind. If I want to upgrade to advanced Technium. Huh. And then eventually Technium Singularity. So I'm going to want probably several of these later on. But that's insane. And it needs molten obsidian. How's this made? Okay, so still the wooden scaffolding, but replace this with steel scaffolding, put some structural glass. Okay, that's not too bad to swap to. Does that allow... Let's see. Okay. Only thing it makes is the advanced Technium. Oh, this is going to take... You want me to get 8 ores. Dimensional ores. How do you get a dimensional ore extractor? What in the hell? Okay, we've got a long way to go with a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is gonna... yeah, that's gonna be insane. Okay. What does this thing do? Allows you to extend machines, place above the machine to enable input and output into it from the machine extender. I already have that. Okay. Anyway, let's see, what do I need? Yeah, I need to get, do I have, yes. I do have enough cold gears. So let me do this. Get that research crafter thing if I've got the stuff for it. Yes, I do. Hopefully you don't need power either. And I'll just put you right there. Okay, so in the researcher, I need these plus whatever item. So I do want the rock enricher, which needs a rock washer. And a copper focus is 24 orange stained glass. So I'm going to work on that kind of stuff between episodes here. Because I think that'll kind of be a little bit boring, as well as setting up getting much more copper. I'll definitely be swapping one of these out for that copper foci once I get it. But I also need to find orange. Pretty sure I know where to get some orange. And I see it right there. But yeah, I'll be working on that between episodes, so go ahead, like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.